Target CEO blames lousy earnings on anti-woke headwinds, and Wall Street is chuckling. Yeah, I guess Wall Street is sick of hearing it, huh? So you know what anti-woke headwinds, you know what that translates into? Getting back to normalcy. That's all it is. But yeah, Target went all in on woke, which is why this is happening to them. Like, this is exactly what I've been saying, isn't it? There's a lot of people and companies that bet everything on wokeness actually being the right side of history. And now that it's falling apart and they're starting to realize that the bridges they burned can no longer be rebuilt, we're going to see some hilarious desperation. Investors and traders got a good laugh last week when Target's CEO Brian Cornell suggested that the lousy core is part of the response to consumer backlash against the retailers for rolling back its DEI efforts on the money as lent. Oh God, these idiots think that they're suffering because they're not doing enough DEI. Okay, you're right. I think you should double your DEI. What's the worst that can happen? You guys know what you're doing. You're the MBAs. DEI is a racist, sexist management philosophy, allegedly, that says merit-based hiring is overrated because it works. Instead, companies must tailor their workforces to match an intersectional matrix. Skills be damned. DEI also holds sway over ads, marketing, and other corporate functions. And that's why they're struggling so much. Because again, they were able to pretty much tell their customers to fuck off for a while because the money was coming in from other sources. Now those other sources are running out of money. How much of this do you guys think was because of Doge taking out USAID? Yeah, I think we know where they got a lot of their money from. Under Cornell, Target went all in on DEI, and that was the mistake. Most infamously with Pride Celebrations, a corporate marketing and sales effort to target the alphabet soup community, spending a lot of time to attract like 0.1% of the population while you tell the rest to fuck off. And nothing wrong with that unless you do it in a way that spoils the online shopping experience for most of your customers. So they did it. So I wrote in my book, Go Woke, Go Broke, the inside story of radicalization of corporate America. Target and Cornell were on the cutting edge of the woke movement, and it took it to disastrous extremes. Google the product known Google the product known as the tuck-friendly bathing suit. You get a full story, so I don't have to recite the gory details. Yeah, that's what's triggered all of this. Yeah, so they had children's tuck-friendly bathing suits, prominently displayed, like in the center of the store. And of course, that was going to raise a stink. Earlier the year, Target took note and began to unwind some of his DEI policies. So gone were the flamboyant pride displays. DEI in hiring was rolled back after courts ruled that discrimination based on race is illegal, and Orange Man administration announced they will enforce these edicts. Why did it take them so many decades to finally realize that racism is racist and evil? Now, if Cornell is to be believed, Target is suffering from what might be described as a counter-customer revolt. Our very own, does Al Sharpton work at the New York Post? Well, Al Sharpton believes DEI is a civil right. These guys call everything a fucking right. Oh, hey, this 1,000 hours of this other person's labor. Oh, that's a right. I need that. All right, so either way, Al Sharpton, they say he would boycott Target stores. That's not going to be anywhere near as effective as the boycott that's already happening that's forcing them to make these changes. All right, Target's largest quarterly earnings of $1.3 per share. Damn, that is not a lot, unless we have trillions of shares. And a revenue to drop $23.8 billion, both missed estimates, and by a lot. And all this time and the impact of the Orange Man tariffs increases hasn't totally settled in. Is that what they're going to blame it on now? They always got some excuse. Cornell's explanation to investors for all the above, ending DEI and becoming less politically represented, a headwind. That's why investors and traders who spoke on the Monday call are getting a chuckle out of Cornell's rationalization. It makes no sense because Target has been failing for a while, mostly after it went all in on woke. And there's no going back now. And they're going to be far from the only company. Now, as my pal, the Sarge, the veteran trader and investor Stephen Guilfoyle wrote in TheStreet.com, For Tarjay, this was the third quarter in the third quarter in 5. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That the firm failed to meet both Wall Street's projections and for adjusted profitability and their expectations for total revenue generation. Going back further, Target has failed to meet these earnings expectations for 6 of the past 13 quarters. Yeah, they don't have the money to pursue this. Gotta be rich for that shit. On the Money, asked a Target rep how Cornell could be so sure of DI headwinds. It's not management ineptitude. No, I think it is. So analysts say its shores are in need of a massive upgrade. To blame for the lousy first quarter results, we will let you know what they say when or if they get back to us.